Rush Hour is the name of our next tournament event. And it's also event number 69. Nice. But in order for us to go into the nice event, I'm going to check out something which I unlocked. And that is a new set of paint. As of which we have now unlocked our third set of paint. So we've got gloss paint, metallic paint, and now we've got the all-new pearlescent paint. Ooh, I quite like that purple. You know what, yeah, let's put on the freaking pearlescent paint. Because why not? As for the rims... yeah, let's go with these. Spoiler. I'll move that over to... let's have a look. Sure, I'll go with that. And the engine cover... I'll change the colour of that to... yeah, this'll work. Why not? As for the brake calipers, well... yeah, why not? Okay. Oh yeah, there's also the muffler. Let's see. You know what? Yeah. That one sticks out to me. Okay. So yeah. So this is what a unique vinyl looks like. And this was the one I put on from the last episode. And that is what I'm probably going to be sticking with for a while, so yeah. Okay, well I'm going to get a screenshot of this thing. Because why not? I'll probably get another one as well, because I at least want to diversify my looks just a little bit. Okay, let's go. I'm also going to save the game as well this time, so in case if I do have to do anything over again, I've at least got the change in design. Okay, let's go. Rush Hour. Battle it out over 3 laps with heavy traffic. I, of course, am going to be doing this on the hard difficulty because that's where the money is. I'm also trying this again because, well, my previous attempt did not go down very well, so I decided, you know what, I'm not having this. I want to try this again. I just want to try this again, and that's precisely what I did. So here I am in my pearlescent purple Mitsubishi Eclipse, and with my unique vinyl now installed, I can definitely say things are going to be getting harder and harder from now on. I'm also not going to be reloading the game quite as much, but I've decided to make an exception here because, well, my previous attempt of recording this, well, it went pretty poorly. And I just decided, yeah, you know what, I'm not going to have this. And bam, that's how I got here. And Mr. S2K, aside from him forcing me into the wall, he also forced me into that car, which I had no chance of avoiding. Whenever it goes bad here, it just goes very bad. And that's what I think just happened there. and dragging on, well, basically wall riding there for just a second because I just wanted to make sure that I got through there smoothly, and surprisingly, the wall riding maneuver actually worked because I got through to win. And keeping in 4th gear so I don't lose control of my car, and hey, I actually lead a lap here at National Rail, which helps me out just a little bit, and I still hold on to my race lead as a result of the S2K taking the shortcut, and right now things are actually going pretty well, because I am still leading here, and hopefully, if I am fortuitous enough, I can actually hold on to my race lead. I'm so glad I avoided at least one of those cars. I don't think I'm winning this race anymore. Come on, don't finish last, don't finish last, don't finish last, don't finish last. Okay, I'll take second this time around. I knew the traffic was gonna fuck with me eventually, but it's okay, because I will get back to the front. Even though I am trailing from the first race, but I will come back and win, hopefully. Because next up we're going to Atlantica, and I actually drive pretty good around Atlantica, so hopefully that will work to my advantage. And hopefully, if it's possible this time, the traffic will not fuck me over in the dying seconds. Which is basically what happened last time, and aside from that, I'm also pretty sure I will have to switch over to the fuck off. I'm also pretty sure I will have to switch over to the S2000 at some point. But at the moment, well, things are going pretty well. He very nearly took the lead away from me as a result of him going the long way around. He must have literally sent it through those corners. As in, he must have just literally gone full throttle without ever lifting and somehow made it work. Luckily, however, towards the end of this course, traffic is one thing I don't have to worry about once I get back to the river section, because it means that I have got some time to regain the lead, and that's more or less what I want. And at the moment, things are not going too badly. As I am now leading this thing with an advantage. I think it was Jarus, or Yarus, I think it's pronounced Jarus, who won the first race. I don't know where he's running now, but if he's running in second and I win this race, then I'm pretty sure we'll be tied for the lead. I've also established that the magazine cover I get will basically be for all of the level 2 performance upgrades, and Jarus is running in third. Okay, that's a good thing. And no traffic here. I should be in the clear. And no one is attempting to make any punts at going for the lead, so that's going to hand it to me. As I cross the line at 171 miles per hour. So Matt finished second, 4 seconds behind me, then it was Jarrus in third, and it was Slick, I think is how that's pronounced, finished last, 20 seconds behind. Alright, so I think that now gives me the points lead. So let's now move on to the final race at Stadium. Hopefully the bumps will not completely fuck me over this time. But I'm sure that's what they're going to do anyway, because this is a 4-lap race. But I will do my best not to get completely fucked over by what's ahead of me. And at this moment in time, well, it depends on whether or not we can see it for ourselves. Hey, I did not lose the race lead, which surprises me. Okay. I might have to consider lifting a few times whilst I'm on these bumps, because I just don't feel confident enough to keep my car on these bumps. Or I may have to consider upshifting more times than I normally would for that section, because I know that last section is going to hurt me, but I still have plenty of time. I did also finish ahead of Jarrus in that previous race, so I'd say the very least we can do is tie, but I think I'll have the advantage because, well, I won the previous race, but providing it's not Jarrus who's ahead of me, oh, he's behind me. In fact, he is well behind me. But either way, I still have to at least make my best of attempts at going for the win. And Matt very nearly killed me there, as he gave me a push. He could basically tell I was getting loose, and then he basically tried to murder me. But it's okay, because at this stage, we're not doing too badly. My only real option now is to reset, because my car was basically flipping once I clipped the wall and the game glitches out again. I guess that's just to be expected at this point, because again, playing a PlayStation 2 game with PlayStation 3 graphics. Well, at least I came out of there unscathed. And Jarrus now gets ahead of me. Well, I can pretty much guarantee I'm not winning this race, but I'm at least wanting to try and see how the fuck did you get there? I am wondering if now might be the time for me to consider switching cars. This is bullshit. I was leading once before, and now I'm running in last. That had better not be Jarrus up ahead of me, because if he is, then I am fucking dead. I'm really gonna have to go for it here, if I'm gonna beat him. And just hope that he fucks himself, if I'm gonna catch him. Well, he's not leading, so... maybe if it's possible we can tie this thing, and maybe the game will give it to me. Are we gonna tie? Please tell me we're gonna tie. Okay, he finished second. So, where does that put us points-wise? Okay, it doesn't matter. I got him. I got the tiebreaker. Jarrus was second, Slick finished third, and it was Matt who finished last. I'm so glad the game gave me the tiebreaker. Alright, we're now on the cover of Maxi Tuning. Got another $6,000 as I won the tiebreaker, and we now get the Honda S2000, which I'd imagine is going to be faster than me. Even though I did worse on this attempt, I was just happy to say that it did not turn out as bad as I thought it was going to turn out.
Whoa, you won the cover from Maxi Tuning. Freaking cool.
Well then, I'm also going to assume this must be French, but I don't know. Anyway. So next up, we've got a drag race, a circuit race, and a lap knockout race. How am I going to do this exactly? Well, first off, I'm going to save the game, and hope to God that the Honda S2000 does not show up in the drag race, and then if it does, I'll have to switch over to the S2000, because I feel like at this stage I've probably got no choice. But anyway, let's move on. Mano y mano. One-on-one drag race to the finish. Second place is last place. Okay, so it's a head-to-head drag race then, essentially. Maybe if it's possible the head start will be able to help me, because this thing is four-wheel drive. We're up against the Supra. Okay, well that probably makes a bit more sense now. I really don't know what to do anymore. Except just for me to hope and pray that I do get this done. Except for me to just hope and pray that I do manage to get this done somehow. Okay. Going well so far. Okay, got there eventually. Took me a couple of reloads to get there, but... oh, Stan didn't even finish that time. He literally wrecked himself. Well, at least I got the win, so that's okay. Alright, so got some level 2 flame vinyls, another 750 credits in my bank, and some more reef scoops. Cool. Let's try and see if we can keep this going now. Who's got endurance? And drawbridge blitz. Oh boy, I think I know precisely what event this is. Anyway, let's head over to the circuit race. And before we continue, I'm going to save the game because I did the drag race. And also because, well, I don't want to go through what I went through with the S2Ks again. Can you keep it together for 6 laps? It's not as easy as you think. The 5 spot is up for grabs if you can. Hopefully I will. Although there's nothing that says anything about magazine covers here, so I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do. But either way, I know I'm up to 6th in all of the race rankings, so that at least proves I've got something nailed. So we got another S2K, we've also got a Lancer and a Subaru Impreza. This could work. I'm still not entirely sure on whether or not this will pay off, but at the moment I look to be doing pretty good because I'm actually leading this thing and I've got a car that does grip. Which I believe in essence amazes me at the moment. This car is surprisingly more stable than I thought it was going to be. I'm not gonna lie, I did not think my car was going to be this much more stable. And what do you know? I managed to save it, which surprises me. I think I actually made a good choice for once. Maybe this will be the car choice that gets me the win. Hopefully. But we'll wait and see. But right now, everything seems to be going well. Especially considering I did switch over to this thing very suddenly because I just needed a car that was more capable of staying on its wheels than the I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so what I've established there is it's a shortcut, but it's basically a death shortcut. In other words, it's basically a shortcut that will just completely fuck you over. And that's precisely what I think it did to me. But anyway. It doesn't matter because I quickly get back up into the lead. And a very sudden snap of oversteer that wasn't even intended to happen, but just happened anyway. I am wondering if it might be optional for me to put on the stability control, because I really don't know if there's any other choice at this stage. But anyway. I will try and see if I can pull this off. And maybe if it's possible I can pull this off. But I really don't know what either will or won't work at this stage. So, I tried using the... Previously, I tried using the Acura RSX, or Acura, I should be saying. And well, basically, even though it was temporarily stable, I basically discovered it was not going to be good enough for me to best the AI here. And right now, this race has been pretty chaotic, I'm not gonna lie. But at least I've been able to keep up to speed with the leader now because the car I chose for this event has actually got the grip to stay on all fours. Alright, 1 lap to go. Here in Who's Got the Endurance? Hopefully the answer to that question is me, but I still need to best the S2K, and he just hit an SUV. So, providing nothing else goes wrong here, that should hand me the race win. But then again, there are never guarantees with this. The way this race has gone. Guarantees, I believe, are quite few and far between, but right now, we're looking good, and hopefully we can stay there. And the AI can basically fuck off, hopefully. He's taken the shortcut one more time, but it's not going to work for him. Okay, got there eventually. I switched over to the Integra to do it, but I am glad to say I did do it. So I beat Jarrus to the line by 1.6 seconds. Then it was Pris who finished third, and Jet finished last in the Subaru Impreza. And we're now up to 5th in the circuit rankings. And now we have got a lap knockout to get through. Drawbridge, Blitz. I think I'm going to stick with the Integra for this one. But anyway, let's check out our rankings. So we're up to 5th in the circuit rankings. And, oh, that's it. And we're still 6th in all the other rankings. Okay. Well, I'm gonna save the game and do one more race here, because I know that our next race is going to be a lap knockout race, and I'm really not looking forward to how this race is gonna go, because this could be pretty tricky. Don't blow jumping the drawbridge, because the last car in each lap gets knocked out. I should also mention, this race, by the way, is really hard. Unless you've got a good handling car that's also good in overall speed. That's why I chose the Integra for this. Well, I chose it for the previous race because I needed a car that would not be as liable to snapping on me, but I think this is that really hard one, if I'm not mistaken. And I get the head start over both the Eclipse and the Subaru. You know, I'm really starting to understand now just how fucking hard this event really is to win. I mean, you've not only got to be running up front, but you've basically got to make sure that you somehow stay up front. Because I have been struggling a lot with this one knockout race, because I'm basically giving it everything, and yet somehow it just feels like everything isn't becoming enough. And even though I did come so close to winning this on my first attempt, I'm shifting up into 6th gear, by the way, so the car doesn't give me a snap of oversteer and send me into the wall. That's happened to me multiple times now, so if you're asking why I'm short shifting for that corner, well, it's because the car keeps snapping on me, and that seems like the only logical way for me to come out of there almost unscathed. And yet somehow the traffic still fucks with me. They just literally have to keep attacking me like a boomerang. Because even though I managed to avoid a primary hit, the secondary hit just basically feels twice as hard. I'm also pretty sure that to people who have actually been hit by boomerangs before, they'll probably know it hurts and it hurts a lot, is what they'll probably say. And I'm staying in 6th gear now, so I think it's pretty obvious to say that I must have got some turbulence from sticking in 6th gear, because I'm actually leading this thing again now. Which, to be perfectly honest, I did not think was going to be the case, but, well, here I am now, and I'm actually in contention to win this race now, against Jet in his Subaru. As I retake the lead and basically swipe him straight into the wall. I also know he would have done the same to me, so no harm, no foul. Although he would have probably done it in a much more egregious way compared to the way I did it. I basically just sideswiped him the same way he would have sideswiped me, more or less. But in a cool way. And sticking in 6th gear because it means that my car will not have a sudden snap of oversteer. And across the bridge I go. And I think it means I'm going to hold on for this thing now. Okay, car's gone by, and there we go. I win it on my 5th attempt. Thank God. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty hard. Oh hey, we've now got the Rob Zombie car. Rob Zombie, by the way, is one of the artists in this game. So, what event have we got next? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave that. So, another event is done, and I will be checking out the bonus cars at the end of the game, but anyways. Another 4 events are done, and next time we'll continue to move our way up the rankings. Here on Need for Speed Underground. Blah.